The field for race 3 is lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Back over to track announcer Vance Cameron for the call.
She's a Comedian, Catch a Few Rays, Evening Maelstrom, Southern Heart, Sagali, Checkers Pride, half a dozen noses moving up on the gate for the third race. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough and pacing, She's a Comedian along the rail. Between horses comes Evening Maelstrom. Dropping in is Catch a Few Rays. To get away for Southern Heart, Sagali from the outside fifth. Then the trailer. That'll be Checkers Pride in the early going. Up the backstretch now. To the quarter pole they go. Led by She's a Comedian. And the Blue Knight, Jason Hughes. Catch a Few Rays tucked away with a two-hole ride at long odds in here. Racing from third, Evening Maelstrom. Southern Heart is fourth, then in fifth, Sagali. Checkers Pride is sixth in programmed order off at 29 and 2/4. Approaching the 3/8, She's a Comedian. The heavy favorite is on the lead. Second is Catch a Few Rays, and she's a long shot. Racing from third, the longest shot on the board, Evening Maelstrom. Fourth in the inside is Southern Heart. Sagali going to the outside fifth. Checkers Pride is sixth. And the Blue Knight, he looks to get a second panel breather in here. A lot of leather grabbing in behind him. Over to the opening half mile in a minute and 3. 31 and 1 in the second quarter. Around the turn going to the 5/8. She's a Comedian. Will get them there. Catch a Few Rays on her back. First up on the outside third. That is Sagali. In at the rail now with nowhere to go. Fourth is Evening Maelstrom. Moving up fifth is Checkers Pride. Now trailing, but not out of it. That is Southern Heart. Quarter of a mile left to go. She's a Comedian, the leader. Catch a Few Rays on the cone second. Sagali on the outside third. 3 wide coming late fourth. That's Checkers Pride. The 3/4 in 1:31, and they turn for home. And that is She's a Comedian looking to close it out. Catch a Few Rays, Sagali up the inside, Evening Maelstrom. But it's She's a Comedian all the way for the Blue Knight Hughes. Second, Sagali. Southern Heart rallied up third. 1:59.3.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universum Media slow-mo here for race 3. And as I thought Hughes and She's a Comedian would get to the front here using the rail to their advantage. She showed good gate speed in prior starts, and so Hughes used that to his advantage, and he got to the front easy, 29 and 2, and then he wasn't really pressured throughout the mile. Minute 3/5, he got the fractions he wanted, 1:31. He throws a 28 and 3 closing quarter at them, and she will not be defeated here tonight. She gets it done off softer fractions in the middle portion. She's a Comedian, wins the third here. My top choice, self-destructed there at the top of the stretch. She looked like she had some horse there tipping off cover, but she made that break on Myrna. That is Checkers Pride. But big trip from She's a Comedian here in the third.
Here comes She's a Comedian to the third race winner's circle, pacing Brown Mare, the 5-year-old daughter, if he's watching. Off the Grin Premier to Ear Dam, killingly funny. Owned and trained by Rouse Friedville area. The mare bred by Jeffrey Williamson of Blythe, Ontario. The Blue Knight, Jason Hughes, had her on top at every call, winning in 159 and 3. She's a Comedian in the third.